Here we go, one of our favorite events of the year, the Pac Northwest Baker Team Challenge. Down to the title match. It's a best 2 out of 3 match. The top seed versus the 7 seed. That's the 7 seed starting off from the right. That's Kaylee Eller with a wobbly 7 pin. Captain Schneider leading things off for the top seeded team with a wobbly 2 pin. It's an all-scratch tournament, but each team must have at least one bowler averaging 170 or less. They got bonus pins if they had multiple bowlers. That applies to the 7-seeded team, so they're getting 8 pins in this match. So in this scratch match, they're getting 8 pins. You can interpret that any way you want to. It's almost been a factor a couple times. A pin away from a tie in a thrilling semifinal match we'll talk about when we get a moment right away. Along the way, right now, Kaylee, really nice conversion of that 7 pin in her first frame, and Cameron equally good on his team. Baker bowling, 5 bowlers comprise 1 game, so Cameron will do the first and 6th, and Casey Coulson will be up here in the second. He'll do the 7th as well. So will Ava Sakota in the 2-hole for her team. They can change up their order each game if they want. I think they've pretty much kept Kaylee and Ava as the 1-2 punch here for most of the event. She'll have a nasty split to deal with it. The powerful Casey. Dead flush in the 1-2. He's looking to win his 2nd career title. Everybody on that team has at least 1 win, including this guy, Harry Davis, back from college. Catcher count, that's the right move for Ava over there. So Harry went off to college and got himself a style. He was a very straight-laced kid when we sent him off to school, and he's come back rocking the threads. Excellent follow through. Beautiful at the foul line, just a pinch high, leaves that 4. Riker Whispering's a powerful bowler, one of the upcoming stars, but he's been all over the place in the last couple of matches. His teammates have been kind of trying to row him back in the boat there. He's got 2 titles, including a first scratch win down in Portland earlier, where it was fantastic. Nothing is more team-oriented than this. You're helping out your buddies, trying to line them up, trying to calm them down, trying to pump them up. Whatever the situation requires, Harry's always been a fantastic spare shooter. Has no problem with that 4 pin. Everything's been an adventure for Western. Let's see if he can cover up this cluster. Yes, he can. That'll be a good confidence boost for him. Pump him up, team. Boy, what a lazy reaction for this team. They're the 7th seed. There's Jake Solly, runner-up yesterday with Tommy. Washout to deal with it. So the 7-seed team with Jacob is bowling for now is called We Love Sean. I finally dared to ask them who that Sean was, and it's Ewan's brother. That's his league team name, so I decided it works well for them. It's worked great here today as well. Jacob in the 4-hole has really been the most locked-in bowler. The ball's been finishing great in the back end, and it continues to do so, yeah. Great looking ball. Adams has been strong. Cover the washout, an early opportunity here for Esther. Esther being the anchor bowler is not a surprise at all. He throws an absolute tank and has been since he was a older guy. He had a most adventurous couple frames when he was up in the last match. Some terrible carry. It's led to a very dramatic finish. He finally got the carry on the fill ball in the 3rd deciding game to win 179 to 178 for his team. He had pocket 7-10s. He had stone 7-9s. It was an adventure. PBA Touring Pro Tommy McNeil will be doing the anchor duties for this game at least. Runner-up with Jake yesterday, like I mentioned in the doubles. They shot 289 in the doubles semifinal match and then lost to a 289 game in the doubles title match. Bowling's funny that way. A giant thanks to Bill, the owner here at Lakewood, for having us, as always. Bill kind of resurrected the center from a potential scrap heap. We're so happy he did. Rolls out the red carpet for us every December. No problem for McNeil. So back to the top of the order here. Heller spared in her first frame. Then 2-4-5 to deal with again. Remember, it's a best 2 out of 3 match, so if they split 1-1, they'll be back on these specific lanes for their game 3. So every bit of information they can get here is super important. Now Cameron will be done after this shot, but only for this game. You gotta remember what happened in case you're back here again. All the marbles in game 3. Exact same setup next weekend in Phoenix. Double Saturday and team again on Sunday. That's a real nice job. Spare. You can just get marks out of the 1-2 bowlers. That's great. So far they're 3 for 3 this game on marks. I beg your pardon, Ava opened in her second frame, so she would like to make it 3 out of 4. Get them all on the second ball. So Ava, Kaylee, and Jacob all don't have titles. Everybody else does. Tommy leading the pack by far here with 10. Back in his junior days, which doesn't seem so long ago to me. It was probably, 9, 10, maybe? It's been a while. It goes fast. Pro tip, kids, it goes fast. Dakota can rebound on that spare. Up the shoulders off to the right again. Long pattern today. There's still plenty of volume down on the lanes. That didn't quite get there. They've got 109.27 plus the 8 that they're getting. 2 absolutely perfect shots for Casey. Good job. Wistrand in his 8th. Stands up. Like the first time, high to second. His teammates have got to be pulling him along here. Instead, silence from Oregon. Come on, Oregon. None of these guys, except Tommy, obviously, grew up college bowling. Yeah, Joe and Harry is too. I beg your pardon. Harry will tell you college bowling, when it's Baker, it's louder than Lumen Field for like 11 hours straight. It's a skill they'll learn along the way, too. Let's go! Slaps that 9-pin silly, gets a double there. They're in command in this game. Nice to see this title match, which really filled with more rising stars than it is cagey old veterans here. Tour-wide, there is just a crop of 13 to 16-year-old scratch bowlers that are just, we have the U17 as like a consolation. Really, we should have a U21 because the younger kids are kicking the older kids' butts more often than not. Rising talent for sure. Let's see if Jacob can stay locked in for his team. They don't need him in game 2. Yeah. That little bit slower ball speed on the longer patterns really paying dividends for Adams. He's able to miss right and get the ball to recover where other bowlers have not been able to do so. So with that spare, which does convert, they're pacing one at 90. And that's a giant 10th frame for Esther. He can strike out with 189 of his team, getting the 8 for 197. So he can double, force Tommy to double. But that's going to go wide. And wow. And somehow got 4. Oofta. Well, it was on a strike, so that part doesn't matter. But the part that did matter is that he needed to catch a double there. Tommy slams the door with that light hit. They're going to win game 1, and our top seeds are 1 game away from running the match play table. I don't know how Ewan's going to shoot this, or if he's even going to attempt to make it. You have your match play scenario. If the match is over, maybe you try to line up with something else rather than attempt a wild washout. So a washout can be as few as 2 pins. This is a 6-pin washout. I feel like there should be another term for that. Like a deluge, a flood, a tsunami. I don't know how we got 4-3 out of that. Not the 10th he wanted, but didn't really matter score-wise. What does matter is they've got to regroup themselves for game number 2. 161 after all is said and done with the things. Here to watch part 2. See if Team Oregon can mount a comeback. Number 1 seeded gentleman can take away the win. All coming up in part 2.